What's the Not Your Finest Hour podcast? What is that all? I mean, I've heard stories.
Not Our Finest Hour podcast. I'll have to check out one of these days when I get a minute to listen to it. I've been told it's not for everyone. Just the general reviews I hear on it. It has been getting really good reviews.
And I've never personally listened to it, but I have heard it's not for everyone.
I listened to the Not Our Finest Hour podcast. Just great podcast. I've really enjoyed that.
I'm not endorsing anything. But what Caleb told me, he said, don't endorse anything unless you listen to it first.
I do once in a while listen in, and it's a lot of fun. But I do got to be careful. It is not for everyone.
Caleb Allman is always dropping nugs that it's one of the most value-added shows out there.
Of course, through all the Not Our Finest Hour, you guys poking fun at so much different stuff is absolutely killer.
I don't feel any oppression tonight. In fact, I feel very free. The Not Our Finest Hour podcast. Thanks for being here.
I'm Interlock in, and I wouldn't fucking miss the Not Our Finest Hour podcast for nothing.
Welcome to the beginning of the podcast where Chad is waiting for a fella to come from Toronto and get his Freightliner and ship it overseas.
That's a good way of putting it. A fella. A fucking idiot is what he is. Because he was supposed to be here mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon. And what time is it now, Chad?
It's 7:39.
7:39. So this guy's around 5 hours late?
Yeah. He was supposed to be here at 3, and then he said he was going to be late. And then he messaged me at 3:50 or something like that, said he was leaving Toronto. So Toronto's a 3.5 hour drive away.
So what's he driving? What's he bringing to pick up this truck?
I have no clue. I don't care. As soon as I get the cash, I'm giving him the keys, giving him the ownership, and getting out of here. I don't give a shit. I brought a pipe for defense.
And you're live.
I'm live. So you can watch my death happen.
About to get attacked by a random guy who's trying to steal your truck.
Yeah, now someone else is coming. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? Give me 1 second. I got to talk to Dave the mechanic.
Dave the mechanic is in the booth, in the house, on the podcast. Dave the mechanic.
This fucking idiot was supposed to be here at 3 o'clock, and now it's 8 o'clock or whatever. So, anyway, that's a nice truck.
Chad is impressed by Dave the mechanic's truck. This is all happening live. Like, this is probably one of the most stimulating.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. Yeah.
This is great.
This is what people come here for.
Get it out of here.
This is
Okay,
100%
thanks,
what people come here for.
Sorry, guys. Dave the mechanic.
Dave the mechanic, first feature on the Not Our Finest Hour podcast.
So he lives at the mechanic yard. He gave me his personal cell phone number. He says if you ever need parts after hours, you can call me. Okay, thanks, Dave.
He's Dave the mechanic.
Yeah. He's a good mechanic.
I hope so. He lives there.
He'll tell you that he can't fix something, and then he'll fix it.
You can't possibly not start to absorb stuff when you live in the mechanic's yard.
Yeah.
When you're physically living in the mechanic's yard, that's when you know they're really absorbing the knowledge.
Does that make me a good landscaper because I live in the landscape yard?
Do you think your game has picked up since you moved into the landscape yard?
No, I think this season has been fucking terrible, and we've been spinning our wheels for a month.
It's a terrible season. It's awful. It's the worst season ever. It's the fucking. I was in my yard yesterday morning, and the bin truck driver that told me I didn't know how to run a business and then ignored it and brought him back. He came up to me and said, "There's a headlight out on that truck," and I said, "Okay, well, mark it as a minor defect. I'll go get a headlight." He said, "This is fucking bullshit. She's paying my because he was driving Cody's truck through a bunch of days. She's paying my fines if I get a fine." I'm like, "You're not going to get a fine. Just put a minor defect. I'll go get a headlight when you come back for your second bin." No. And I said, "Okay, dude, like if he's obviously having a rough day." So I said, "Why don't you just go home for the day? I'll drive the truck. I'll clear my schedule." And so he walked 30 feet and then turned around and said, "I'm getting screwed out of my hours here," and then whipped his company cell phone at my head.
No.
So it went whooshing by my head. And I'm going to give props here to Otterbox because the phone that was thrown with a great amount of force that went whooshing by my head slammed into a house trailer that's in the yard, and it looked like the phone exploded. Then he came up to me nose to nose and said, "I've taken down bigger men than you." And I said, "I've taken down smaller men than you." Doesn't bother me to beat the shit out of someone smaller than me. I'm not better than that. I wish I was better than that, but I'm not. I'll take advantage of your small size and pummel you into the fucking ground. Anyways, then he went to the truck, pulled out the key, and threw it in the pond. Because God knows I only have one key to the trucks, and then went squealing out of the yard and left. And then I drove the truck all day, which was super awesome because I had a million other things I was supposed to be doing. Anyways, I've found this season to be a slight bit of a struggle. As the cell phone went whizzing by my head, I knew that is 2025. 2025 is a cell phone. Now, the cell phone didn't break. The OtterBox didn't even break. It protected the phone perfectly.
Did you get the keys out of the pod?
No, I have lots of keys to the trucks. I'm like, what are you trying to screw me here, dude? Like, I don't have another key to my own truck. I have a key to every single thing we own on my person.
That's pretty ignorant, though. Like the cell phone at your head, fine. Blow off some steam, not fine, but I understand it. But the key in the pond, like, that's a whole other level.
Two of the guys in the yard, one of them has worked with me for like, I don't know, 14 years. And he said, I've been around you a lot of times when you totally deserved the things that happened to you because you're such an ass. But in this instance, you were being pretty nice to this guy and understanding, and you didn't deserve what happened to you. I was like, great, man. I appreciate that. Thanks. I do love that when one of my favorite things in life is when a guy charges, a guy who has been spouting off for a year about how he beats the shit out of everybody and he's constantly fighting, comes flying across the yard and gets right in your face because he wants you to be scared. He wants to get that rush of seeing someone who's scared of him. And then when he gets right and his nose is touching your nose and he's staring right into your eyes, and then he realizes this motherfucker's willing to take this farther than me. And now he's scared. And you can watch the strength drain out of his pupils as you're staring at him. Because he realized right there and then that I was far more willing to take it to go further than him. And so he quietly turned tail and threw the keys in the pond. You're a tough person when you throw the keys in the pond.
That's all he had left.
That's all. Well, he also threw an invoice book and a file folder around the yard too. So there's that.
The temper tantrum.
Essentially, he was like a 55-year-old guy having a temper tantrum. Oh, I picked up the phone. And I picked up the OtterBox and I put them back together. And then I locked my pickup truck because I was like, oh God, I hope this guy doesn't come back here. And then I went to work. Because no matter what happens to you, when you own the business, you have to just go to work. You have to just keep working. It doesn't matter how many cell phones get thrown at your head or people threaten to kill you in your yard. It doesn't matter. You have to just keep going to work. So I just went to work and did bins all day. It was awesome.
I poured concrete today.
I saw that with a lady.
No, that was a client.
A client. Yes.
I let her use a big full float.
I saw that. That was great.
Yeah.
So today I concluded that I'm only hiring a female to drive the new bin truck. And until we find another female driver, the truck's just going to sit and rot in the yard.
Everything goes DEI.
I'm DEIing this bitch. If you're a female who listens to this podcast and wants a driving job, have a brand new bin truck coming in 2 weeks. I would rather park the bin truck, park it for $4,000 a month than have a male drive it. Particularly an older male. The last two older male people that we've hired are total disasters. I will never hire another truck driver over the age of 50. It will never happen. I don't give a shit who you are. You will never get hired if you're over.
But they're
50.
the only ones who can get their 3 years of experience lined up for you.
I guess. They're fucking terrible, useless people.
Yeah, they're set in their ways at 50 years old.
I have no use for older white males. I know
Like
how
Mark
society,
Carney?
well, obviously, you know how like society has a hate on for older white males? Like society in general hates older white males. I'm heading to the next like LGBTQ Black Lives Matter protest because I also hate older white males. Just fit right in with these fucking people now. I have no use for older white males are grumpy people who don't want to learn anything. I am one. I
Yeah,
hate
I was
myself.
gonna say, I don't know how well you do at the LGBTQ white
Why? I could be like,
anti-white
I
male.
fucking hate that guy that threw the phone at my head too.
If you dye your beard like pink and blue, you'll
Perfect.
get in there. Yeah,
Let's go for it. Wonder if I could flip the new bin truck.
flip it. Why?
Well, because when it's built, then I could just sell it. It's built. People don't have to wait for it.
I'll buy it
Sure.
if yours comes in first.
If mine comes. I don't think we're gonna beat you. I think you're gonna win.
Luke's on the horn. He's getting things done.
I have no one to drive it anyways. I'm gonna just not take possession of it until we hire someone to drive it. That way I don't have to make any payments
You
on
don't
it.
have to make payments. But the faster you start to pay it off, the sooner it's paid off.
I'll be dead before it's paid off, so I'm not worried about it. Think I got 7 years in me? Fuck no. Come on. I have unchecked diabetes.
Unchecked diabetes.
I said to Kelly yesterday, I said, I'm kind of feeling shitty today, partially because I've just had a crappy day. And she's like, also because you have undiagnosed diabetes and do nothing about it. Also a potential problem in your life. And I'm like, yeah, true. Fair enough.
Great. Great.
Fair enough. So
Today we poured concrete, obviously, like I said, and we put in a gas line. Well, we dug the hole for the gas line. We didn't put the gas line in. Gas tech comes, and we needed to dig to the back of our poured concrete pad. And so I dug as close as I could get with the excavator, and then had Gord dig the rest with the shovel. And as soon as he did that, water started pouring out the back of the pad. Like, where the fuck is this water coming from? And I couldn't think of it. And I'm like, just the plumbing irrigation, or yeah, the plumbing for the pool comes up through the pad. I'm like, did it break somehow? This doesn't make sense. And I'm going over things in my head. Could it like, and I still don't have an exact answer, but I feel like how much water comes out of a concrete pour? Is it a lot?
I
Like
don't
how
know.
much goes to the bottom? I've never dug around freshly poured concrete.
How freshly poured was it?
It was poured like 3 hours before
Why were you digging after the concrete pour, not before the concrete pour?
because the gas tech wasn't ready before the concrete pour. And it was a tight day with a lot of things going on.
Landscaping. Love a
Yeah.
tight day with a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
It could be water from the concrete pour, I guess. Or it could be, did you use a clear stone base?
Yeah.
Did you exit a pipe to another location from your clear stone? Maybe you built a bathtub.
No, it's high. It's higher than everything else in the yard. It's not a bathtub.
Doesn't matter. You need a pipe. Without a pipe, you're a failure as a person.
Well, whatever. Have you seen the way they've been talking about me on Instagram?
No.
That viral video that I had, you'd think I was the fucking worst person on the earth.
Well, you are, aren't you?
I must be.
I think I'm worse. No one threw a cell phone at you yet this week. So, like, until someone throws a cell phone at you, I think I'm a worse person than you.
Yeah.
What am I? Who are you? Oh, there you are. So where's this video? This is the one with the pop?
No, yeah, the one of Murray putting the Coke on the Coke Zero with no sugar
There's
on it.
126 comments on this now.
I know, and they're all bad. There's
Last
like
week
3
there was
good
only
comments, the rest are bad.
26.
I know. They're all just talking shit. They're like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I would fire you. I'm like, dude, like you're commenting on an Instagram post. You obviously have no money. People with money aren't scrolling Instagram, they're counting their money.
I scroll Instagram. I have no money. You
Well-
probably don't. You probably don't because you have money.
It's all
I'd never even let anyone see this job. That's terrible. I've got 8 months of experience and I could finish it better. How do you get the Creed out of the pool? Should have finished it first. Supposed to finish it first. 1 pound bag of sugar and a red spray can and shake. Thank me later. What the fuck? That concrete all over the coping is going to be a nightmare to get off. There's no coping in this video.
No, they don't understand what's going on. Like people will make a comment before they know what they're
Well,
commenting about.
when you do it wrong, crap work. Watch how many views are on this video.
It's got like 600,000 or 700,000.
Piss poor way of doing this all around. Terrible finish before spray Big G with soda to slow it down. Your lack of experience shines in this video. This is the most truthful thing I've heard since I found the internet exists. The internet's going to argue no matter what you do. Wasted more than just the soda. Finish the job first. This is what happens when landscapers build pools. Well, the pool builder fucked this pool up.
Yeah, but they don't know that, right? Like people just want to talk. They just want to make their ignorant ass comments. They don't want to look into the situation any further.
Nothing like paying for premium exposed aggregate to look outside and see guys just dumping coke on the concrete. What are they talking about?
They like I don't know.
Okay, so this person, Mortgages by Ryan, knows that's not how you pour a bond beam.
Thanks, Mortgages by Ryan.
Let's look up Mortgages by Ryan's account. He has 262 followers.
Oh.
Think we should comment on one of them? He only has 8 posts. Here's a picture of him with a woman. I'm going to ask him, do you know how to pour a bond beam? Do you know how to pour a bond beam? There. Let's see if Mortgages by Ryan responds on a random post. This looks like shit. Looks like shit. This is absolute shit. Looks like crap. These are all in a row. I'm reading
I told
these.
you.
I'm not skipping any here. This is the smallest, dumbest coping I've ever seen. What slobs? There's better ways to do that. That gonna stick the coping on?
Some people
Ever
can't.
heard of a tape? How about a float? It's a bond beam. It's not exposed. Ever hear of tape? Oh, they want you to tape the pool, right? To protect it?
Protect it from what?
From the concrete.
Why do you have to protect it from
What the fuck is that? Kind of finish before you put finish, you mutt wannabe. You're a mutt wannabe.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
LOL used Coke to drink. Exposed. It never fails.
Half of them are incoherent. Like,
Oh
don't
man,
know.
this pool is fucked. Looks like shit work all around, to be honest. What in the meth is going on? That was a good one. Come on. What in the meth is going on here? What in the ever-loving fuck is that? If I was the homeowner and saw that shit work, I'd be fucking pissed. Bro watched this. Bro watched Mexicans do this on a TikTok and now thinks he can replicate it. Pool builder, here, you totally fucked that coping. You should have taped it.
It's not a coping. Like,
Bring back TikTok so I can learn something useful again.
did you read all of them? I feel like you read 100.
I'm reading them. There's some hidden comments. I'm assuming they're like,
Real bad. I think the algorithm only gets pumped up whenever people are saying bad things.
Murray would
Yeah, I
have
agree.
Murray would have a stick far up his ass touching my shit rather than my drink or food. What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. You can't take these people seriously.
Did you get a bunch of followers from this chat?
Oh yeah, I got like
Did you?
200 followers from it. Like, I mean, Yeah, as much as people talk shit, like they're still pumping up the algorithm doing it, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like it's still good for being seen.
I
So
wonder if we'll get. I wonder if we'll get any Not Our Finest Hours listeners from this.
I don't think so.
683,000 uh, views.
Yeah. Um,
Hmm.
Where's this fucking guy? I want to go home.
At what point do you just leave and say "fuck this guy"?
I told him 8 o'clock. Probably until 10 after 8.
It's 8 o'clock now.
7:58. He said, sorry, I was gonna get Shane to come and meet me here because he lives just down the road, just in case I needed some backup. He said, "Do you want me to head down?" I think I'm okay. We got the podcast guys here with me.
I got the point. They can save me as I'm being beaten silly. We can call. We can call. Send me Shane's number. I'll call him if I'm getting beat. If you're getting beaten silly.
I'll probably be dead by the time he gets here. The fucking idiot said, I'll be there in 15. That's what the GPS says.
So 8:15.
Yeah.
Is this guy just bringing the money, or is he bringing something to haul the truck back?
I don't know, and I don't care. Like, I don't give one shit if he's sleeping in the fucking truck tonight. There's no plates on it. Like, so where does your liability end whenever you sell a truck? Like, as soon as they get the ownership, are you completely scot-free if he gets pulled over by MTO 2 minutes down the road?
No,
No.
I don't think you're. If you signed the
Yeah, I signed
ownership,
the ownership.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't think you're responsible if you signed the ownership,
it's signed.
and I think you're fine. The great news is that Mark Carney put all of the same people back into cabinet.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did.
I
Freeland.
saw a headline that said overhaul, major overhaul. So
No,
I assumed he didn't.
no. Christia Freeland and the most Yeah, there's some people that are, but the most offensive people are still there. But like, it's crazy. I don't know. And then he made a speech, I guess, today about pipelines and building pipelines. Then immediately that crazy Gerdeau guy, the environment minister, was like, "There'll be no pipelines built while I'm environment minister." Like right afterwards in a press conference. I'm like, this guy already can't manage. Like, he's 3 weeks in and he can't put out a constant message. Like, he can't have everyone in his party aligned. He's already got people saying we'll never build a pipeline, and it's like fucking. He's like 3 weeks in, and it's total fucking chaos in Canada already with this guy. Like, talk about mixed message, and it's all these people that voted for them are about to get a dose of what the last 10 years was for another 4 years.
But so are we.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't vote for the guy. You'll have that. You can take that to the bank. You can take that to the cottage.
You can't, yeah, take that to the cottage.
Take that to
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
quite literally the worst season I've ever incurred.
I think it's pretty close. Yeah.
I've
I'm
never
having a great season.
really.
Yeah.
Why things are just going smoothly for you?
Yeah, things seem to be going smoothly and leads are coming in nicely. It's just been a good start to the season. Knock on wood.
It's by far and away the worst start to any season I've ever had.
I'd agree there.
It's terrible. It's just fucking awful.
Terrible.
Like, I'm not saying we have work, but no one will get anything ready. We have people saying we need you on our job site, and we're saying send us a PO, and they just ignore you. Come to the job site. I'm not coming to the job site without a purchase order. And then there's site supers like on the guys saying, we need you to get this work done. And the guys are saying, we need a purchase order. And they're like, just do it. And I'm like, yeah, so then what? Like, you get fired next week?
Yeah. Yeah. What would you do in this situation? Did you see on this retirement home job that we've got? They're like, you got to come lay out the bollards, the lighting bollards for the courtyard. And I said, why is that my job? I'm not the electrician and I'm not the civil. He goes, well, yeah, but you're working around it and your work is precision. Like, yeah. So if they get it wrong, then you're gonna have to deal with it. I said, it's not my job to lay out other trades' work. It's like, yeah, but other trades, they work together. I'm like, the fucking drywall guy doesn't communicate with the electrician. I'll tell you that. He's like, yeah, but you're a lot more precise than the electricians are, and you'll get it done right. I'm like, why would I assume the liability of making sure the bollards are in their place?
You're also not getting paid.
I'm also not getting paid. Like, and he just didn't fucking understand. He's like, well, why can't you do it? You're working around them. Like, this has nothing to do with me. I don't care if they put them on the fucking roof. I can landscape around them. Like, this is not a me problem. Why are you dragging me into an electrical problem?
So why are the electricians putting in bollards?
I don't know. They're in a courtyard. They must be like light bollards with the
Oh,
pedestal light things or whatever.
so what? They
Yeah.
want you to dig the holes and set the bollards?
No, they want me to mark it out for where they go so that someone else can
What happens
dig
if
them.
they're in the wrong fucking place?
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, why is that? What if they're wrong? He goes, well, you won't get them wrong. You're really good at precision stuff. I said, it's still not my job. So what if I do get them wrong? I'm like, I don't want this to come back on me. And I don't have time to figure out your fucking lighting plan. So
I would have had the
it was
same
a big
reaction.
thing. Like, and I'm like, am I the asshole for not wanting to do it?
No.
Like,
You know what it's called? Scope creep.
yeah, I never heard
You,
that term
you
before, but I can see
you're
that.
you're getting scope creeped. Like someone else's scope is creeping into your scope, and then they're trying to make it your scope. Like the guys, I how much you want to bet that the bollard layout and even putting in the bollards is one of those things that was left out of the scope.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And so now they're trying to like the electrician didn't price to do it. The electrician probably only priced to supply the bollards. So they're going to scope creep you into laying them out. Then they're going to scope creep you into digging the holes. And it's you got to shut it down, man. It's I agree with you. If you're
Yeah.
not getting paid for it, I'd say
And
I'll lay out the bollards, but it's $5,000.
yeah, I don't know
Because
how long.
if he's the super, why doesn't he lay out the bollards?
That's it. I'm like, this is a GC problem. Like, why is this a landscape? Why is this ever a landscape problem? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, you can lay them up for them. No, I can't. Well, I can, but I don't want to.
Did you do it?
No. I asked my partner, he's like, well, they do give us a lot of work. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. I have lots of work other places.
They're only going to give you a lot of work if you're the cheapest price.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
So what do you care? Like it doesn't, you can treat these people like super garbage as long as you have the lowest price. It doesn't make any difference.
Again, either. We're already there. We're doing what they ask and more, moving around the other trades, accommodating and stuff. But like, I don't want to get walked all over because then they expect it of you the next time.
Well, how many of these courtyards are there?
Just fun.
Oh, I thought there was multiple.
No, it's probably like maybe 2 hours of work, you know, to scale it and put in the right spot or whatever. But
Is the
I just don't,
electrician just refusing to do it?
well, I don't know. Those guys don't know how to do that. What do you mean they don't know how to scale a drawing and put a paint mark on the ground? I don't
Are
know.
they physically drilling the holes to put them in, the electricians?
No, Jesus, no, no. That's
So,
civil.
so why didn't the civil people mark it out?
There's problems with the civil people. That's why the landscaper is more competent than the civil guy. So some of the civil problems get pushed on the landscaper guy because they do a better job. We do a better job. But I'm not the cleanup guy for everyone else's problems.
No.
So I don't know. I don't think we're gonna do it. Maybe I'll say to the site super, I'll say, I will give you 1 hour to lay these things out with you while my guys are here doing other shit. And then you're on your own. And that's out of the kindness of my heart.
I don't think you should get involved.
Well, I don't want to get involved. My partner's out in Wellington and he can't do it. I don't even know where Wellington is.
I don't know why they think you're better at laying out the bollards.
Well, if they read the comments on my Instagram post, they wouldn't think I'm good at anything. So maybe I should just send them there first.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, fuck off, dude, because like a GC at that level should have a GPS stick.
For sure. It's in courtyards, right? So they don't always work. Like unless, like if your total station can't see the, what do you call it, the satellite or whatever.
Yeah, but
Then it
isn't
won't-
the roof open of the courtyard?
Yeah, but there's more than one way to run these total stations, right? They can run off like a beacon is somewhere on site, or they can run off satellite. And depending on which one they have, it won't run, like won't show through buildings.
Yeah, but it's going up, isn't it?
Not always.
Mm. We're getting a file made for our stick.
File? Don't you need a file for every job?
No, we're getting a file made for our GPS stick so we can use it. First time ever.
Oh.
Whatever brilliant investment that we'll have to get it out from under Jack's couch.
I've just got like cookie crust on it and like gummy bears stuck to it. Cat
I remember,
hair.
I remember looking around the office at the list of things we own, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we own that $30,000 GPS stick that's under Jack's couch. Probably do something with that."
You have a list of things you own?
Yeah, just so that if I die, Kelly knows the value of everything when she goes to sell it.
Oh, that's smart. I should do that.
Because she can easily get taken, right? She doesn't like she actually, because she's involved in the business, does have some idea of the value, but not the clear value of some of the stuff. So
Should do that.
I have big boards in the office with everything we own, how much we owe on it, whether or not we owe it, and how much she could sell it for. Gotta remember, I have
Yeah, that's smart.
I have unchecked diabetes. I can die at any
Yeah.
time.
Maybe you'll get to go on the Ozempic. Isn't that good
Yeah.
for your diabetes?
I'm not taking that.
No. I
No,
heard it's not good for your bones.
I'm not shooting myself with a needle.
I
I'm good.
couldn't either. Ooh.
I've survived this long and I haven't had any major problems that I know of. I mean, I'm going blind slowly, but whatever. It's going to take time. It's now 11 after. Is this guy
I
close?
know. I know. Last message came in at where?
How much are you selling the
7:58.
how much are you selling the truck for?
I got $1,000 deposit. He still owes me $5,780
Is he giving you a check or cash?
cash. I'm taking a fucking check from some guy coming down from Toronto.
And you said what? He said he's shipping this truck overseas?
Yeah. Yeah, at first he didn't want to pay tax. I'm like, you're paying me tax. He's like, well, if I'm shipping it out of the country, I don't know if I need. I'm like, you're fucking paying tax.
I don't give a shit what you're doing with it. This is how much it costs. This is a tax. If not,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't care if it rots in my yard. I own it.
Yeah. It is rotten. It's half rotten the way it is.
Did he even come and look at it?
Yeah, he came down. And then he tried to hassle the mechanic. He's like, can I give you a deposit? And the mechanic said, get the fuck out of here. Like, I don't even know who you are.
Oh, he was trying to hassle the mechanic on site.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he's like, oh, we're going to take it. We're going to take it. He's so horny to have this thing. Should have sold it to the fucking French lady and asked for it.
How much did the French lady want to pay for it?
Same thing, same price, but she hasn't bugged me quite as much as this guy. And she would have picked it up in the daylight. It's almost dark.
Why did the French lady want your beat up Freightliner?
I don't know. Her husband wanted it for something. I don't know. This thing is like, if you're gonna part it out, maybe there's something worth something in there. But
How
to
much did
me,
you pay for the whole truck?
21, I think 21 or 22.
I know that those motors are worth about 7 or 8 thousand when they're running and they're not in the truck.
Even like with 800,000 kilometers on it.
Oh, you'd have to know. It's obviously been rebuilt at least once, so
I don't think it has. Maybe it has. What do I know?
probably. I
If
don't
it
think
blows up on the way out of here, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I wouldn't drive that
is
thing
this guy.
anyway.
Is this guy like driving it back to Toronto?
I have no clue. Unless he's got dealer plates.
What
How
do you
could
think
you?
he's gonna? What do you think he's gonna show up in?
Um, I don't know.
Ford
Probably.
Ranger.
I think a Camry.
A Camry.
I
I
think
think he's
coming
gonna
in a Camry.
show up in a Corolla. Listen, man, I had to do. I was doing some fucking geotechnical testing before I shipped this truck to fucking Dominican. I'm fucking doing some geotechnical testing, motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll see. He's real fucking late now. You stupid motherfucker. Oh,
This guy was supposed to. This guy's not just late. He's 5 hours late.
like, he's way late.
Like he
Should I
said,
lay into him when he gets here?
he said he was coming at 3.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be late. It's 7, okay?" I'm like, "The earlier the better." And 7 turned into fucking 8:30.
You should just lock the gate and leave, and then sit in the
There's no
house.
gate.
Oh,
No, I'm not at my house. I'm at the mechanics
oh, you're at the
where
mechanics.
where Dave lives. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
Dave's
'cause
around.
well, no, he left in his Ford Raptor or something, whatever he was driving.
So
Um,
why didn't Dave just deal with this exchange?
because why should Dave have to put up with this? It's not fair to Dave. This guy's ignorant. I'm gonna be ignorant whenever I fucking see him.
Are you gonna just like tuck your phone in your pocket and just walk around talking to this guy?
No, I'm not getting out of the truck.
I'm not kidding. Give me my money. Get lost.
I should unblur the background, right? So that if there needs to be
Oh, there. Now
video
we'll get a good view of the guy. How come you don't
Yeah.
have video on your phone, Mike?
I'm driving right now.
So how does the phone know you're driving?
Well,
Huh?
it doesn't. I just didn't turn on the video
Mm,
before we started here. And I'm not going to try to turn it on right now.
I see. So we're fixing this mess in Barrie on top of this retaining wall. For some reason, they cast like 500 yards of material up on top of this retaining wall haphazardly. The engineer made the wall builder do it after they completed the wall. So they took like a 30-ton excavator and cast all these huge piles everywhere. I don't understand what was going on, but now it needs to get cleaned up. So you can't fit anything up there anymore except the E20. So the E20 is up there, and then it popped the track right at the top of the wall. Like, could this get worse? Like 2025, bitches.
I don't
If it-
understand why they threw them up there. Just throw the material up here. Someone else will deal with it.
And it's salt infected soil full of asphalt and concrete and garbage. Why is it here? Why did it get thrown up here? And why do we get to be the ones that clean it up? These are all literally legitimate questions. It has nothing to do with all we're trying to do up there is get the idiots from Kelson Mechanical, which is the most useless company on the fucking planet, to finish the greenhouse. Because they were supposed to be done the greenhouse in October. It's still going on. And until the greenhouse is done, we can't complete this like tiny amount of work to get our $50,000 hold back. Which is these are the same people that are fucking me at the spa. These people are currently fucking me for like $230,000. Chad, you're gone.
Am I? Am I back?
If anyone has any dealings with Kelson Mechanical, know that they are useless fucks and expect nothing but fuckery when you deal with them. They're literally 6 months behind fucking schedule. And they've ordered the glass for the greenhouse 3 times and they've measured it wrong 3 times. Like, how incompetent can you be? Like, just Useless. Embarrassing organization. The I thought that guy said he was going to be there in 15 minutes.
He says am here at the entrance. I'm literally in front of the truck, you knob. Like there's nobody here.
Can you see him?
No.
What's he have you guys seen the new electric Volkswagen van?
No.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like the retro one.
Yeah, it's like two different colors, two-tone or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, this is kind of a neat van. Why does everything they build now have to be electric? Like, I can't see this country turning around with Mark Carney in charge in his current state. So you've been closing leads, Mike?
Yeah, it's been looking good. I met the new employee at my stone yard who's been sending me leads
Here's
as
a
well.
fucking idiot.
Oh,
Let's
let's hear it,
show up
Chad.
in a fucking Chevy. Of course, he would show up in a fucking Chevy.
So what is he, how's he taking the truck?
I don't know. He's got a buddy here.
Okay, we're watching. This is live action.
It's gonna be great.
This is
See
live
Chad do
action.
his thing.
Give me a second. Hey.
So sorry for the late, man.
Yeah.
Here's the cash. How much I owe you?
5,780.
This is fantastic. Nothing like some dead air while the cash gets counted.
That's 5 right there.
Anywhere you want.
And 700, right?
And 80.
Okay.
Need a money counting machine, Chad. Did you let him know we're live on the air in case he wants to beat you?
Wonder if he can hear us.
Here's
And-
the 7.
Where's the 80? Is Chad gonna give on the 80? That's
There's
the
7. You owe me 80.
Oh, 80. I'm sorry. I
question. Ooh.
thought you said 7 here. I'll give you $100 and then we're good.
Hold it.
Perfect, buddy.
Here you go. You want this
Yeah.
and this.
How many keys you got?
There's 3 on there.
Okay, that's the second. All right. Sign already?
Yep.
Okay,
Check the
perfect.
back there.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Fine.
I'm sorry for the wait, man.
Thanks.
Have a great night, eh?
Have a good one. These fucking idiots are taking it like they're driving it. I don't know where they're driving it to, but they're fucking driving the thing. Like the other Mexican went and he's pissing in a fucking ditch or something. Like, Jesus Christ.
I got a good so at the back of the yard that we haul out of, Christy was getting loaded with 2-inch screen soil and she was driving by the clean fill bins and there was a guy pissing in the clean fill bin and he turned around and started doing the full helicopter of his penis at her. That's how you know you're a landscaper.
Nice.
When you're helicoptering your penis at the dump truck as it drives by. That's how you know you're a full rate landscaper.
I'm gonna try that.
That was the fastest transactional deal I've ever seen. Here's
Yeah,
the
no,
money.
it wasn't. No, that was probably the longest deal because it took fucking since 3 o'clock today.
Did you like go home early from a job site or something to start waiting at 3 o'clock?
No. Come on. I've been through enough of these deals that they can
you
show up and I'll still be like, hey, I'm on my way.
did you sell it at 5 o'clock? Did you sell it on Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah. So now she's gone. The guy wanted to shake my hand like fucking 3 times. Enough. I don't want to shake your hand once.
You don't feel the need to touch him?
Yeah, like soft hand. Fucking. Now the car's full of mosquitoes. Roll down the window for 5 minutes.
So do you think if you paid 21,000 for the truck, you still got a good deal now that you got 57? Well, you got $1,000 deposit, right?
Yeah,
So you actually
Well,
you got what, 7 grand for the truck? 6 grand?
6. And then the rest goes to the tax.
So you got 6 grand for the truck, minus from the 21,000 is 15,000. Do you think the tank was worth 15,000?
Yeah, I knew the tank is 80 grand. So,
Wow.
but this has been a soft spot for me, or like a pain point in the company for years, is having the right water truck, right?
Mm.
Like we've always just had a piece of shit water truck that would get by, and you would hope it didn't break. Now this tank is going to be a permanent water tank for the rest of its life. It's aluminum. It's not going to rust. It'll be on the hook truck. We have water when we need it. So all those bills he gave me are completely brand new.
Maybe they're fake.
It might be.
So you're gonna take this you should drive this $5,000 straight. What are you doing? What did you call it? The bank walk when you used to get paid?
The money walk.
You can go do the money walk with your $5,000.
I'm not. I think we're going to keep it as cash on hand. Like we'll mark the invoice as paid, right? And keep it as cash on hand.
Are you allowed to do that?
Absolutely, you are. You're still paying. It's not like you're not paying the tax. It's just not going in your bank account, right? So when it comes time for accounting, they know that $6,000 never hit the bank account. You're allowed to. Business keep cash on hand all the time.
Just don't lose your wallet.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Caught the subtlety there, Mike.
Okay.
Caught the subtlety. You didn't sneak it by me. I'm old but I'm not that slow yet. I still caught that. Have you guys tried Ryan Reynolds scrambled eggs yet? It's such an
I didn't know they were Ryan Reynolds eggs. It just said Ryan's eggs or something. Who the fuck is Ryan?
Ryan Reynolds
making eggs.
It's his family recipe.
Family recipe. Okay.
Yeah,
I have to bring
it was like his, it's his secret family recipe that just happens to be exactly the same as the eggs were before they got labeled Ryan scrambled eggs. They were always using his family recipe. He just wasn't taking credit for it before.
Oh, Tim Hortons has always been using Ryan Reynolds family egg recipe.
Tim Hortons has always been using the Ryan's family egg recipe, right? Like, so.
Is it good?
Okay.
Is the eggs
bedtime?
Are the eggs good? I don't know. They're okay. It's not actually a lot of eggs because it's hash browns that are cheap and sausage that's some kind of sausage crumble that's obviously cheap. And then probably the most expensive thing in the box is the scrambled eggs. So there's very few scrambled eggs. It should be Ryan's hash browns and sausage with a side of eggs. I don't know. Basically it's his secret chipotle sauce that because when you're from Vancouver, your family's well known for a good chipotle sauce. That's obviously Ryan Reynolds is well known for chipotle sauces.
Is it the same Chipotle sauce that they put into the farmer's wrap?
Yes. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
basically a farmer's wrap in a box that says Ryan Reynolds on
Okay,
it,
buddy. Let's go to bed.
I do like the farmer's wrap.
but it's also signed. So there's that too. It's a signed farmer's wrap. The box is so one of my problems that happened this week was Tim Hortons wrote on the box. So
422.
you know,
Oh boy.
I feel like at some point this season I'm gonna get fucking crushed
By what?
because we have all this work that nothing's ready, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be like ready, and they're gonna be like, do all this work, and we're gonna get like fucking crushed. Meanwhile, we're dicking around, you know, it's like every single day I'm struggling to fill time when I haven't done that in forever.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm filling time. I don't know. I'm going to switch to my computer. Give me a second.
Finding it's like I'm constantly in a struggle of finding stuff to do. And for everybody, like we're floating some guy's junky Mac roll-off truck to Halliburton tomorrow.
You should have floated my my truck out to Toronto.
Similar situation. Similar junky truck.
Similar junky truck. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so can you let me in on the other on my computer?
Let him in, Mike.
Yeah.
So are you putting in some long? Why are you still on the road, Mike? Are you putting in some long days?
Recording.
I am. Oh, what happened? I had a developer meeting this morning, so I put in a longer late day start, longer day end.
Like you had like a software developer meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That went on for 2 hours, so took away 2 hours of my day, so I stayed 2 hours longer.
Are you working by yourself again this year? Do you have a laborer?
No, I have a same guy I had halfway through the season last year. He's been great. Yeah.
So this guy's consistently been on the team?
He's been on the team since July, August last year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Someone said, we'll give you this job, which is worth, I think Jack said 280,000. If you'll like the whole package, if you'll switch the 15-inch fence footings from sonotubes to PVC footings. I don't even know what that was.
From sonotubes to PVC?
Yeah, from sonotubes. So I was like, what are we buying? 15-inch PVC pipe and cutting it into 4-foot sections and using it as a footing instead of using sonotubes? Is that like a thing now? I never heard of it before.
I never heard of it either.
So then everyone said it was like one of those Bigfoot footings, but it's not a Bigfoot footing.
It's got the bell on the bottom?
Yeah, and it's Bigfoot footings are, I guess, made out of plastic, and they have the bell on the bottom, exactly.
Yeah.
So it just seems like a strange. I just never heard, but the fence is going behind a retaining wall, so I guess like normally we would set the sonotubes in and then pack the gravel around them, but you can't. I guess they're worried about the sonotubes collapsing and getting wet, so I guess the PVC solves that issue. Would be why I think they're doing that, but I'm not 100%.
But why, once the concrete is poured, why does it matter? Like
maybe they're worried about the structural security of the posts in transition till the concrete is poured of the sonotubes. I don't know. I've done this a lot of times where we just put sonotubes in and they don't, like if you get the waterproofed ones that are like wax coated, they don't get turned into mush immediately. Like I don't know, but none of us really knew what they were. So we just said, fuck it. Yeah, we'll do that. So we could get burned, but it was the way to close the job.
Why don't you just cut old culverts up and use that as sonotubes?
Well, it has to be PVC.
Oh,
That's what I was saying. Like if we bought PVC, 15-inch PVC pipe and then just cut it into 4-foot sections, is that what they're talking about?
yeah. So you can get like offcuts of like PVC culvert,
Yeah.
right? And that's cheap because nobody needs a 4-foot piece of culvert.
So maybe where do you get those?
I don't know. No clue. But I
But
know
then how do you know they're cheap?
because they're offcuts.
But how do you know offcuts are available if you don't know where to get them?
Oh, because there's a guy in town who has offcuts. But they're
Really?
not PVC, they're steel.
Oh, see, they said they wanted PVC.
Well, yeah, but you can if you can get them out of steel, you can get them out of PVC.
Probably. I agree with that.
So something to
Yeah.
look.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah. The a GC called me today looking for hydro seed options, and I found myself consulting on a job that other people are pricing on. So I don't know what you do in that situation.
So they're asking you for advice so they can put it out for tender so someone can undercut you.
Yeah, exactly.
I would not probably be giving advice on that.
Yeah.
Is it a GC you work with all the time?
Yep.
So do you have a legitimate shot at getting it?
Yeah, but I also know they're gonna shop it after. Like after I give them my recommendations, they'll shop it
Yeah, and then but why would I guess you're
because
kind of jammed though. What are you gonna do?
because the client is looking for the most cost-effective solution, right?
Yes.
And if I come to them with a solution, even a good solution, obviously I want to be compensated for my solution, right? And the legwork
Yes.
I put in. And
Absolutely.
and then they're gonna shop my formula to other people after the fact. It's like shopping your cake mix or whatever, your secret sauce.
Well, you should have it as you should package it and sign the box like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Chad's secret hydro mix.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, so I don't.
Chad's
It's been
secret mix.
shit like this.
Your camera's not on.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're having a lot of difficulties here.
I'm having a rough night.
You obviously don't live far from the mechanic.
Oh no, I live, well, my yard's not far from the mechanic, which is great because shit always used to break down for us. And we could always drive it there, taking the quarry road off legal roads. So we're only on legal roads for about 300, 400 meters.
Maybe that's how that guy plans on getting that truck back to Toronto. How much fuel is in it?
I have no clue. It was
Can
a
they,
field, but
well, I'm saying, can they even get it to can they even get it to the
I,
fuel station? Like,
yeah, I'm sure it can get to the fuel station. Maybe it has half a tank. Who knows? But not my problem anymore.
he tried to get out of giving you the $80.
Yeah, yeah.
He was like, I owe you 700. I was like, 780, bitch. I owe you 700, 780, man. Like, come on, pay the 80. Gonna give
Okay.
him a gonna give him a break on the 80.
Yeah, because you're extra $20. I'm so thankful for that, guy.
Thankful for the $20.
You wasted more than $20 of my time.
Way more than $20 of your time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Substantially more than $20 of your time.